Hey, 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 ladies and gents, how are you all doing this fine evening? This is your Scrafty Cobra here, and I'm actually going to be doing a recording. So, basically I'm doing this so I can focus a little bit more on, I'm doing this so I can focus more on the boss, and yeah, hopefully this all goes well. I got very, very close. I tried it a little bit earlier today, and I got him to 15% of his health. 15%. That's a lot. So yeah. I'll be far less distracted, and yeah, you won't see many people, unfortunately. You won't see much chats or anything, but that's fine. I just really want to get this done. I mean, it's pretty late at night, so I'm probably not going to go that long. I'll probably give it a go. Alright, so we're... Oh yeah, it was right here. I was about to enter through the door, and I forgot. Alright. See how this goes. I'm also using a different talisman. I got rid of the shield talisman because I want to more counter Elden Beast than Radagon. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be chatting as much, but oh well. It's okay. You can basically no-hit Radagon, so I'm not really too worried. Obviously with the exception that I'm going to die occasionally, but... Because, like I said, Elden Beast is more of the problem, so I need to counter Elden Beast. It's like, can Radagon kill me? Of course he'll kill me. He'll kill me probably every, like, once in a while, right? Because I'm obviously going to make a mistake. But with the extra holy resistance, I should be able to live through that ball attack that keeps killing me much easier. Getting a lot more ballsy with Radagon, though. That's fine. I'd rather not chance that one. I'll just... He's almost dead anyway. No hit Radagon. Woo! Yeah! But yeah, but basically now I'll have more fully defense passively, which is what I want. Because I shouldn't be getting hit by anything else. If I'm getting hit by the sword, I'm basically dead anyway, so... It's the little poke damage is what kills me. Genuinely speaking. That's basically what's killing me when I fight him. Like this stuff, nah. This is fine. I mean, or I just kind of get a little greedy. Well, the barrier did its job, so that's good. That's actually... Barrier did its thing. Not like I expect to get him the first try, so... Let's see how this goes. Get away from that. Go this way, I guess. One more of this. I like to stay at just about this range, because it makes him do certain moves more predictable. Like, that's really easy for me to fend off. It's just certain abilities I have trouble with. Ring? Ring? I guess we'll go this way. He's gonna either... Hello. Perfect. That's one of these. Like, that actually hits me for a lot less. That kills me no matter what, so I don't really care. not close enough. That's fine. As long as we don't get to the bubble stage, I don't really care about duration of the fight. And it gives me more time to practice. Let's try a double. Oh, it does work. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Go to the side here. One, two, three. I'll be sad if I actually run out of FP. Ball of Doom? Oh shit, I lived! Oh! I did it! Wow, I actually lived! Shit. Alright, cool. Making progress. Making progress. I'm too far away, I can't really do anything. More of that? Okay. It makes me wonder if he actually only does the ball thing twice. One, two, three, four. Now he goes for a 5. Almost did a little too early. Ring? Ring? Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Just run straight. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, fire? I need distance. There we go. Okay. Let's eat this. Okay, let's get some stamina. Just in case. Okay. Hoo-yah! I'd say the biggest gripe with this guy is his, what's it called? His attacks, overlap each other. Unfortunately. Okay, he didn't start anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. For it. Put on the map. I don't know, I might not actually need all flasks, but I might not. Go this way. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I almost did that too early. Oh, he didn't go for it. I'm not gonna risk that. I'm not gonna risk that. That's okay. Okay. It's not over yet, chat. Can't let our guard down. Oh god. Here, get away from there! Holy shit. Oh god, we got him! We fucking got him! Oh wow, all I needed was a little bit of patience for that. I beat him. We fucking got him! Yes. Holy shit. My guy. We won. I'm glad I recorded this. It's a shame I didn't record anything else. I did like all this chat and just to show you other things. I've done like these areas. I'm probably missing something, I'm sure, but I've done a good amount. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. And I got it all recorded. Yeah. Alright, now what does he offer me? Ooh, what is it? A hammer? Secret sword. I mean, I can't use either of these things if I did another run, no matter what. Leap up high and while spend a minute and view the room. Oh, right. This is Radagon's, and then this one is the other one. Okay. The heroic signature attack. Why not? Any equipment? Yeah, chat. We actually beat the run. Holy shit. We beat the run. Fuck yeah. Shit. might as well. Dude, I can't believe I did it. I fucking beat... Oh my god, I can't believe it. I know for a fact this is the end. So, chat, this is everything I did. I did all this. Let me go back to this guy right here. Unless there's another boss, but either way, I'm going to explain, show some things and explain, you know, certain things, so to speak. I'm just going to go back to my signature armor that I did most of the run with. I'm going to somewhat explain what I did. So, alright. I'm not going to say exactly where everything is, but I'm going to give you the gist of like how I did this game. Actually, once I got the royal, I actually started doing that. Okay. Good enough. You know what? Let's just go with the classic. Because I actually used Gelmar's armor for quite a long time. Alright. So chat, to kind of run down everything, to try to explain everything I did, how this whole run worked. So, let me show everything I've done. So, and things I've skipped. So, I did all of this area. I skipped one of the death birds here. This was the dual, like, stone cat statue boss, which is, they're a waste of time because I can't do status effect damage, so yeah, kind of a waste in my opinion, just a waste of time. This is a gargoyle, which is made of stone. Once again, same idea. I basically intentionally skipped all of the stone bosses. I skipped... I believe this was also a stone enemy. I don't remember. This one was a gargoyle. I think these were gargoyles. They were like stone enemies, I remember. This was a cursed bird. I skipped that one as well. Screw you, Melania. Fire Giant was quite a challenge. But that's mostly what I skipped. This is all the underground stuff. This was the dual gargoyles. Once again, stone enemy. I think like this area was like the dragonkin stuff. It's hard to say what I've missed underground, chat, because I really don't know. But technically I've beaten the run at this point, so I've done all that. So to kind of explain how the run started, so let's go back to the map here. So when you get started here, the first thing you do is get Torrent as early as possible. And then my recommendation when you get Torrent is you want to get this so you can use different weapons. And how you do that is from here, where you get Torrent, you basically start, just say you start here. You have to go all the way into Caelid? Caelid. You go to Caelid and you have to go to Fort Faroth, and that's where you find it. Very, very helpful. Like, extremely helpful early. As far as, like, other talismans, it's kind of subjective. Like, I would highly suggest getting all... I'm not going to show you where they all are, but always get the stat ones, because +5 when you can't level up is huge. And whenever you can get the arsenal charms, I usually keep this setup on. As soon as I get the ritual shield talisman, you keep that on because you get basically like a, I don't know what, a 50% boost? No. Yeah. You get like a 50% boost in absorptions. Or not 50%, but you're usually close to 50%. So you survive most moves. And then basically you commit to putting on whatever one of, stat you're going to use, mainly. So how I started the game was after beating, let me go to the map. After beating Stormvale Castle, you want to go to here, and you want to grind out at least 2, but I did 3 Giant's Knives because they have inherent bleed on them. And the reason you do 3 of them is because you put parry on one of them in case you want a quick swap to an offhand parry dagger and then keep these 2. So the reason you do this is that they have an 8 bleed. Status effects is how you beat the game. That is how you do it. You do status effects as much as possible. As much as possible. So, and daggers are also very quick. So, I mean, I can give you an example, I guess. So basically, you're always doing, like, building up bleed and as much status effects as possible. And you might be thinking, well, what kind of status effects do you want to go for? So, as far as status effects, if you go to Kaled, it's around the lake. One of these guys drops poison, which is... where is it? This one. So you get this so you can get poison. So you put poison on the dagger, so you have bleed and poison. And another thing you can go after as well, I mean, you could get the poison before even doing Stormvale, which is what I recommend. It just makes the boss easier. Godric, I believe. And once you get in here, after you get the Bandit's Knife daggers, you then go over to here. You have to run all the way over here. No, it's here. Because this drops another important weapon art, which I'm actually using right now. Hoarfrost Stomp. So it's very, so that's really good against like Malenia. It forces, Malenia is probably one of the best I could do. You could go back and look to see how it worked, but mix that up with an 8 bleed on daggers, insane. Or, while that strategy isn't how I killed her, that is an option. What I decided to do is you can get this dagger, which requires 13 arcane, which is why you need to get this helmet. It gives you +8. So you can use a lot of those items due to that. And where you get that is, I believe, it's an invader in this like river area. I believe he shows up there. And you kind of use that for a good majority of the game until you hit... Actually, before I continue on with that sentence. You also want to go into here in this cave where you see patches, because you fight patches, and you actually want to buy an S-Stock. S-Stocks are really good. So you get an S-Stock. Okay, fast forwarding to what I was about to say, backtracking. You then, once you hit at Altus Plateau, you go to here, and there's an invader that drops this rapier, and the moment you get this rapier, you put the daggers away. You put the daggers away because this has reach, but while it's true this doesn't have an 8 buildup, this has Scarlet Rot, and Scarlet Rot is insane in damage. Very much insane. And so you build, usually I put like, if I'm traveling around, I put bleed buildup on this instead of frost. But obviously certain bosses like Radagon, who is immune to bleed, you'd use Frost. So that's what I did. So basically, if someone's resistant to Scarlet Rot or immune to Scarlet Rot, I mean, you could go to the daggers instead if you really want to. But I really like these for the reach. They're really good. Another common tactic that I like to do is I put Poison and Scarlet Rot on the same weapon. So sometimes going Poison Scarlet Rot option is very good. Any kind of mix-up is good. Daggers, I feel like daggers kind of fell off for me the moment I got the rapiers because of the reach. There were very few occasions where it was good. So for an example, like when I did the Begotten Warrior and Crucible Knight, the daggers were really freaking good because parry, it was like essential on Begotten Warrior. He was one of the harder fights. And another thing I'd recommend, which I didn't show you until like endgame, is you can get this mid-game, which is this knife right here. So as you saw, it does percentage damage. What the strategy I use will kill any boss. As long as you hit basically every weapon art, 10 magic flasks, and you will kill any boss with this. As long as you land all the weapon arts, it will kill them regardless of how tough they are, regardless of how much health they are, doesn't matter. It does pure percent damage, so it will kill them. Now, in order to use that, you need to put on this garb, which you find at the very beginning of Stormvale Keep. I believe it's Gateside Chamber. Gateside Chamber is where you find it, and then you put on this helmet, which I'm not gonna lie, I forget where you find it. I really don't remember. I'm going to think it's in the city. I believe it's in here somewhere. So even though you get the dagger a little bit early, you can't really use it until here because you can't get enough faith to use it. And yeah, so the daggers, the rapiers, and more importantly that I didn't tell you at the very beginning, which I should have done, is the short bow. The short bow is by far the most useful tool I've ever seen. And even then, serpent bow can also have its niche uses too. I initially did this because serpent bow adds poison on top of whatever arrow you're using, so you can apply poison quickly, but you don't have the mobility that short bow has. But once you get short bow, you have so much mobility. It is insane. It is so good for status effect applications. And now we're going to go into arrows. So arrows, serpent arrows, and blood arrows. Either one of these. I've shown you this off stream before, but I'll point it out to you. You get this area. There's a merchant. Careful of an invader that shows up. If you want to kill him, cool. If not, that's fine too. But in here, this guy sells the serpent arrows. He sells regular arrows. And if you're looking down here, you'll get fire arrows if you want to reset frost. You basically go down through this little area, kill goats, kill birds, you get all the feathers you need, use the souls to buy other serpent arrows or other arrows you need. This is your arrow farm right here. Now, you can't make every arrow off that alone. So how do you get blood arrows? If you want to get blood arrows, you want to go here and just go from here, run here, circle through, grab the roses, move to about here, fast travel back there, and then rinse and repeat the process. Cold arrows. Cold arrows I've had the least use for, but that doesn't mean they're useless. The best way to farm them is you have to first get the secret elevator. You need to get like 2 pieces of something to get this elevator to make you go over here. And you will find them. You go here and go around these like giant trees. You'll farm all the crystal buds you need. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. If you're looking for sleep arrows, which I kind of used them on the Godskin Noble. I mean, it has its niche use, but if you want to farm those, you want to go down here in this little ruins area. If you just circle around the ruins area, you'll find the plants you need for it. Yeah, so basically it was daggers and short bow at the beginning. Try to get poison from the swamp, and then beat the boss at Stormvale. You'll kind of just continue on from there and just kind of get those weapons. So yeah, I would highly recommend S-Stock in this rapier. I would highly recommend getting 3 giant knives, which aren't too hard to farm. This is a very good crit dagger. Get this in Stormvale. Very, very good. This is really good against certain bosses like Melania, and there is a boss that teleports in here, this tunnel. Very, very niche use, but very, very good. This was very good for any boss that is immune to status effects, like Elden Beast, for example, like I was fighting. Then obviously you have to use, for the serpent guy, you have to get the serpent hunter. That's still good. Believe it or not, I had a niche use for this on a guy who was immune to, like an NPC, so player-like character who was immune to status effects, which you should see that stream. That one killed me so much. But the stun on this was really handy. That had a niche use outside the boss room. Anything else was niche? Oh, certain spells. Okay. I think... Where is it? Flame grant me strength? No. Flame cleanse me. Cures poison and rot. This was very helpful when getting to Melania because there were actually scarlet rot, like there were little rot swamps. Very handy, very easy to use. Doesn't require much. I could just put the helmet on and use it. I don't even need to use the talisman. Until then, cure poison was just helpful in general. It's pretty quick. You get it really quick in the game. Very simple, but had its niche use. Basically, any cure status effects was good. This arguably could have been good, maybe. I didn't really do any enchants, but you could perhaps find a niche use for this because it does do damage and it does bleed buildup and damage. So niche use, but potential. Same thing with this because it deals percentage damage, I think, because it's flame damage. Any black flame is percentage based, from my understanding. 17, I mean, you have to use the helmet and whatever, but could have a use, maybe. I guess it would be good if you used it on, like, Bandit's Knife. Probably. I don't know if it's worth it, but that is a possibility. Anything else that I used? Weapon arts that were helpful. Actually, what about sorceries? I don't think I used no sorceries on this. Well, light could have a niche use, maybe. I mean, I just use a torch, but you could do it if you think you need it. Weapon arts, the cold stomp, like I was showing you earlier. Parry. Parry is good. Any of these are good. Mist had pretty good niche uses, but it was good. Frost Stomp had really good uses as well. But yeah, repeat, basically, get Bandit's daggers, Bandit knives, get 3 of them. Get the rapier, this one and this one, S-Stock and this. Use short bow, which you can buy at the very beginning of the game. Honestly, just kind of pick up any weapon you can find, because you never know. But anything that has status effects is valuable. Anything. There is a potential use for it, because status effects are your way to beat the game. That's how you beat it. Status effect damage. And you use that dagger that I showed you if you can't affect them with status effects. So if I wanted to go back and fight like Gargoyle or something, I could potentially do that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just want to finish the run, so I'm not gonna go do anything else because I've done a ton already, and I'll go back and refresh you on the talismans. So remember to go after these talismans. Any stat boost is extremely essential. This helps you wear heavy armor, which heavy armor is actually good until basically late game. So I would say armor kind of falls off a bit once you hit this area, because you're going to get one shot by most things, even with shield ritual. It still has a use, but it really kind of falls off, and that's basically end game. So it's not really that big of a deal. It's very handy all the way up to that point. I will put it that way. Is there any other advice I can explain to how I did this run? Yeah, use the short bow if you think you can't stay in close combat. If you think that you can't dodge their attacks, just switch to the short bow. Use serpent arrows, bleed arrows, cold arrow. Use whatever you can at your disposal. On a rune level 1, chat, there's no shame in, hitting low blows. As long as you're not hacking and as long as you're not like glitching the game like the maps and shit, yeah, there's no shame in using whatever tactic at your disposal. This is a challenge run. Use any tactic you can to win. Doesn't matter. Items, throwables, like consumables were good. Let's go to consumables. So, poison bone darts, which you can buy at this guy down here. Very, very good. Very good for poison buildup. The fire bombs, these were good when I was trying to reset. They're good for resetting fire if you have the opening. Use this when you're fighting the Black Blade. I'm not kidding you. This makes it 100 times easier to do it. Look up when to use the parry on this. This is very good. It gives you so much opening. It's crazy how much opening you have. As far as shields, I used one shield that was insanely good in this. It is actually a very good shield. Well, actually, no, a couple. Scorpion Kite Shield's good because it doesn't require much. It outbeats literally anything. This is really good that you find late game. It's good against magic. But Karn Night Shield is one of the best shields I've ever seen. Is for rune level 1, you throw the intel stat on this. This thing can block like anything. It's crazy. And you can even put the barrage shield on it, or barricade shield on it. So that's how I beat the Black Blade. I could just sit there and just block and take anything for a long period of time, considering I had no stamina, no stamina boost, no nothing. And not even an upgraded shield. So yeah, the only upgraded weapon I have, which is given to you through a quest, is this, and I never used it. If you go through watch all my clips, I have never used this. Not once. I received it, never used it. So yeah, so chat, that's how I did it. Henry, I finally beat it. I probably half an hour ago. Yeah, so I basically beat it at 154 hours because I've been talking on this for probably... Okay, you know what? Yeah. Let's just leave it at 154 and a half hours because I've been explaining to you this. So yeah, if you can go find the Gelmir Knight Armor, very, very good. 100% get it. Get the scaled armor if you can. It kind of matches well and it has good absorption. But 100%, you need this. It's really good. You need that. You need this for faith. And if you're looking for strength and intelligence, this also is a good option for you. So yeah, I would highly recommend those. So chat, we finally completed it. We did it. Rune level 1. No weapon upgrades. No summons of any kind. And, this wasn't intentional, no rune power. And what I mean by rune power is, see the top left? While I did equip one once, I never actually used a rune arc. So, those I'm going to show you really quick. So, where's the thing? Why am I over here? So, you can use these if you want. They could be helpful to you, but I didn't use them. So this, you could equip anything like this. I only have Margot's, but I never used it. So you equip it onto you, and then you use an item that is called Rune. I think they're called Rune Arcs. Yeah, Rune Arcs. So you get a great rune strength. So whatever that rune does, which I never used. So I can tag that onto it as well. I never used that either. So yeah, I did all that, chat. Sir Henry, we did it. We did it! Wave to the chat, Henry. You have been through so much misery.
Hey!
So chat, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you guys watching this. I hope you enjoyed this run. This will be posted on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see the fight from the journey from start to finish that I started back in March as a joke, go for it. There's only 3 bosses that I did off stream. I did Melania off stream. I didn't record it, unfortunately. I did Begotten Warrior and Crucible Knight off stream because I was really frustrated, and then I did Fire Giant off stream. But when you see those points, I did the same tactics that I showed you. I even tell you that that's what I did before, and that's exactly what I did. I did the same tactics. Just imagine me winning at some point. There might be one more, but I know those 3 are definitely true. So chat, once again, I hope you enjoyed the journey. I really appreciate it. We finally did it.
Hey!
And yeah, this should be the end. I'm pretty sure I just have to go up to that, but let's just sit down and move on. We're finally done. Here we go, chat.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall
Sir
an
Henry.
age of fracture.
We frickin' did it, man. Holy shit. Yeah! Oh, no. So, yeah. About 54 hours and a half. I guess you know what, I'll just say 154 hours, because technically I've been explaining my whole thing to you for like a half an hour. Oh my god, I can't believe I did it! Holy shit. I can't believe I did it. I beat it! I actually beat it. a freaking run that wasn't even intentional at all, and I did it. Well, now I gotta put the whole entire YouTube thing together. That's gonna take me a little while, if I'm being honest. I guess I could do it tomorrow. I'm really happy, chat. Can't believe I beat it. I don't remember if there's an after credits scene, though. I will say, though, I do kind of think Elden Ring is a little too long. Because it just feels like I have to do everything. I don't have to, but I get that feeling that I have to. At least I didn't have to skip too many bosses either. I skipped a few, but it's like, I did really well. Enjoy my water. Now my blood sugar is high, wasn't it? It's fine, you wait for that. Nobody will see anything. Nobody will see anything. Still, very good game. I just think it's as I said, I think it's a little long. It almost feels like an MMO. Like, it really does. I know it's not, but like it just the scale of it, that's what it feels like. Music's nice. Nice and soothing after a victory. It's really strange because didn't I basically just beat Elden Beast on the first try, or was it the second try? I think I actually beat him on the first try. I'm not sure. It all went by so fast. It was like 1 or 2 tries. That's crazy. I just needed like 1 more hour. Guess I'll drink more water, I suppose, while we wait for the credits. This is like about as crazy as that, you know. Actually, no, this is definitely worse. It's about as much as that unarmed run I did in Dark Souls 3. And now I can play it the normal way. Begin Journey 2. If you not start over now, you can choose to begin. No. Very unlikely, but I could go back and do other things. Just want to see. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, chat. Say one last goodbye to our hero, Sir Henry, who's been through so much shit.
Hey!
Goodbye, Sir Henry. It has been a true honor. And yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, chat. Thank you all very much. So yeah. I'll just say 100. Yeah, I'll just say 154 hours because I was sitting there chatting for a while before I looked after Elden Beast. So yeah, 154 hours to do all of that, and I explained to you how I did everything earlier. So once again, thank you all for all the support. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this run. And like I said, you're always welcome to go back and rewatch. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day or night. Time to end recording.